Hey guys, I thought I'd make a short video on printer's inks and how I use them. I mentioned them a couple times in one or two of my previous videos, and I had a couple of my subscribers contact me over Facebook asking me what printer's inks were. So I told them I would make a video and show you how I use them. Sorry it took me so long, guys. This was 2-3 weeks ago, I guess. So what printer's inks are just metallic ink pigment. They were a staple of figure painters back in the 90s, even probably before. Because back then there weren't a whole lot of options for painting metallics. This was before acrylics really took off. There was enamels, like especially Humbrels. There were metallic oils like silver, gold by Winsor & Newton, and printer's inks. I bought these in, I think, 1998 when Phil Kessling had his business, The Palette. For those of you who don't know who Phil is, he's a world-renowned figure painter and a hell of a nice guy. So these are 25 years old, and I think these were 2 ounces when I bought them. I can't remember. But I've still got probably just under half of this film canister left, and I've painted countless figures, tank tracks, metallic surfaces like tools and weapons, and you name it, and I'll never run out. I've got silver and pale gold. There was rich gold, which is just a brighter gold than this, and there was one other color Phil sold. I can't remember what it was, maybe black, I don't remember. But they're pretty easy to use and they're very versatile. So the thing about printer's inks is they won't dry on their own. You have to add a drying agent. I use Liquin. You can use oil-based varnish, Japan dryer, any kind of oil, paint, or enamel drying agent. I've never tried them with acrylics. So why don't we try that? Let's see. So if I fail miserably, I can't believe in all the years I've used these, I've never tried them with acrylics. So I got some Winsor & Newton Galleria gloss varnish. Give me a brush. And these printer's inks, a little goes a long way. You really don't need a whole hell of a lot. I'm not prepared as usual here. Where is that? Oh, bucket. I'll just use this. It's just pigment. So we'll take a little bit of gloss varnish. I can't see why these won't work. They're just pigments. Oh, there we go. Okay, so that works. There's liquid pigments and there is powdered pigments. These pigments I've got, they're just compacted powder. I've never used the liquid, so I don't know how it's going to work. So let's add a little bit of acrylic. It's just Viejo Flat Black. And okay, look at that. In the 25 years I've had these printer's inks, I've never ever tried them with acrylics, and it works. Son of a bitch. So, yeah. So how I use them is I dry brush over a flat black base. I got some spare tracks from the stash that I've got sprayed with black primer. So unload your brush. Always use lint-free rags, guys. It makes me cringe when I see people unloading their brushes on paper towel. There's too much lint and, you know, anyway. So I just dry brush. These are T34 tracks. There you go. Look at that. I always undercoat my metallics with flat black. I've done that ever since I started painting figures. Look at that. These are old Tiger tracks. So with oils, you just do the same thing. Let's get rid of these. Where did my glue go? Oh, my palette's just a piece of tile with palette paper on it. I use this stuff. Got it at Michael's. It's I can't remember how much I paid for it, but it's 40 sheets. Get my liquid. Let me get another brush. And these will work with enamels as well. So there you go. And then some Winsor Newton Mars Black. I like Mars Black because it's a very opaque oil compared to other blacks. So there you go. You can mix these with any colors you want and get any metallic color you can think of. If you're a fantasy figure painter, you can add blues and greens and reds to this. You can add browns to the golds. You can add any color you can think of and come up with some pretty wild metallic colors. So, another... There we go. Like I said, a little bit of this goes a long way. That much printer's ink mixed with the liquid and the paint, you can paint a full set of tank tracks with that. Let's go here. So you just dry brush it on. Depending on how much liquid or varnish or whatever you add as a drying agent you add, this will be dry to the touch in probably a couple hours maybe. But I'd wait at least 24 before you do any kind of weathering or adding washes. And if you're going to use oil washes, I'd give these a clear coat of an acrylic varnish first. Because they can be kind of fragile. But clear coat them, you won't have any problems. So there you go. And on a figure, this is an old 54mm figure I've had around forever. I just gave it a quick coat of black primer. Not a very good one, apparently. And just dry brush it on the helmet. For this guy, I think this is a King Arthur figure I've had probably since the mid-90s, maybe. And chainmail. And there you go. It's done. And I meant to show you. I'll be right back. I forgot something, guys. Sorry about that. I meant to have this figure out and ready. But this is a Picasso. There we go. 54mm Knight I painted, I think, about 15 years ago. And all those metallic surfaces are printer's inks. I keep getting out of the frame. So yeah, I love using them. I use them a lot. There's still figure painters who use them, even though acrylics have kind of become the it thing for metallic surfaces. You can't beat chainmail, fuck's sakes. You can't beat printer's inks. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this. Hope you got something out of it. You can still get printer's inks, but the problem is you only can get, from what I've found, and honestly, I didn't do a whole lot of searching. They come in 8-ounce and 16-ounce amounts. Do a Google search for lithography printer's inks and see what comes up. That's it. So yeah, printer's inks. Simple to use and very effective. So there you go. Thanks a lot, guys. Take care. See you soon.